Hi, my name is Sam Cunningham, and I'm making a video to tell you how Jim Weber saved my life. It might sound like hyperbole, but before I started seeing Jim, I wasn't really living. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, and I had been in unbearable pain for almost a year and a half. I'm 25, and my mobility had become so limited that I could barely walk half a mile before my body would collapse. I had pain after every meal, and I had muscle spasms all the time. I had unbelievable brain fog. I could barely concentrate. I had to quit my job. I had to put off my plans to apply to grad school. I spent so many days curled up on the floor trying to endure what felt like endless pain. I had seen so many doctors. I think I had seen about 15 different doctors. I had seen a naturopath, a nutritionist, a rheumatologist, a GI doctor. I had seen done anything anyone had recommended, and nothing had made the slightest bit of difference. And a friend recommended that I go see her chiropractor, and I was very skeptical because nothing had helped. And when I first went to see Jim, he could barely do any adjustments because I was in so much pain. And he said, give me 6 months. And I said, sure, I'll try anything, but I certainly wasn't hopeful. And that was at the end of April of this year, 2017. And then in June, so less than 2 months later, my parents came to visit, and we went hiking in Lake Tahoe, and I hiked 7 miles. And then the next day I hiked 5 miles. And it was easy. And they couldn't believe it. The last time they had seen me, I could barely walk at all. And I could talk. I clearly was able to hold a conversation way better than I had been. I could remember things. I could think straight. I had energy. Before I was so tired I could barely move. I had lost weight. I just looked so much happier. And I just kept getting better. And now it's been about 6 months since I started seeing Jim, and I don't feel like I have fibromyalgia at all. I very rarely have pain. I feel like my digestive health is improving all the time. I very rarely have pain after eating. My energy level is so much better. I feel like I have the ability to pursue things that I'm passionate about. I feel the ability to be creative, which I couldn't do at all. I would try to paint something, a year ago, 6 months ago, and I just didn't have the energy to even think about it. I've decided to start my own business now, selling artwork, and I never ever could have done that without Jim's help. And every day I feel happy and hopeful for the future, and I just really want to thank Jim. He really knows what he's doing. He really understands the human body. Everything that he has told me to do has helped. And he's so real with you. Most doctors treat you like a bunch of symptoms. They tend to be pretty aggressive about money, and he's not. He's so human about it. So understanding, so kind. His wife Pauline is the same way. And it doesn't really matter what your problem is. I'm pretty much can guarantee he'll be able to help you somewhat. And they are so different from any chiropractor I'd ever been to, in that they don't just give you a structural adjustment. They think about why the structural adjustment was needed, and they try to address the function of different parts of your body, and they really understand how it's all connected. and they explain it to you. I mean, I've learned so much about diet, about the way my body works since I started seeing them. So thank you, Jim. Thank you. You've given me a new lease on life, and I'm so grateful.